Hello and welcome to Geek Church episode 15. I am Jared Elrod, and of course this is my faithful sidekick slash partner, if sidekick is derogatory.
Partner in crime, maybe?
Jeff Dunn.
Yes, sir.
I have to say it because he refuses to say his last name, so I have to introduce him like I'm his mother. So today is a very special episode. Not really, actually, because all of our episodes are just so special. It's less of like when we have special episodes. It's more of like when we have crappy episodes. Like I think the Jonah Hex episode kind of sucked, but we redeemed ourselves because I think that the Civil War episode was amazing. Or as I sometimes say, not all the time, but I reserve this saying for special occasions. But I will use it for this. I think last episode was fan-freaking-tastic.
Fan-freaking.
Okay, so we have to do a quick amendment. Last week, or last. Well, it wasn't last week, but
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, our last episode, let's say, episode 14, we said that this episode was going to be Civil War, the video game. Well, we're not doing that for
Alliance 2.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. I meant like because we were doing Civil War and I was talking about the video game. We're not doing that for two reasons. One reason, and this isn't even that big of a reason, but so I beat the game. We both beat the game, okay? I let him borrow my Xbox.
I beat it in one day. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, you already know that.
Yeah, so we both have beat the game, but freaking Jeff, picked the same side as I did. So we had no...
I thought for sure you would have picked a Pro because you love Iron Man.
I know I love Iron Man, but you know what? He was a big meanie head and not the greatest person during that. And how do you tell Luke Cage no?
I ain't no government puppet. And I assume you feel the same way. There are worse things you could do than risk jail time to do the right thing.
He's sitting there like, I know you'll make the right choice. Anyways, we're not going to get into that too much. So we ended up both picking the same side, so there was no way we could talk about the other side. So I beat the game, and then I started replaying. Because I basically beat, and it froze, and I lost data, and I was frustrated. So after he beat it, I went back, and I just bit the bullet, and I beat it again. Luckily, it didn't take nearly as long the second time. And then I've started the game over. I wasn't going to go back to where you picked the registration. I would have beat it by now. But I would have got to keep any of my costumes and unlock characters. So what I did is I beat it and it lets you start on the next, which is like Legendary. So it's taking longer because one, I'm having to do the whole game. And before it was only half a game. And it's on Legendary. So it's a lot harder than Heroic. It's taking me considerably longer.
Yeah, because we both did it on Heroic.
And I didn't die one time.
Yeah, it's the second level of hard or difficulty, the medium, when you start out the game at the beginning. He's doing it on Legendary, which is the unlocked.
Yeah, you can't even start the game out
it's like veteran if you are.
And I'm not a veteran video game player. Like I'm barely a hobbyist, kind of thing. I'll get a video game and I'll play it like 3-4 hours a day for like 2 weeks, and then I won't touch it for 6 months or something.
That game was addictive, though.
But the game was good, and so it's taken a lot longer. So that's one reason. But we could have still done the episode. But the other reason is because I don't know why we said we do it. I don't like doing two the same. Like it would have been like 1 week of Civil War, then 1 week. It would have been too much of the same, and we would have. So we're breaking it up. We apologize for this episode coming late. There's a lot of stuff going on in lives. In fact, if you can see the new set. This is actually my new house. I just moved today, like literally. We moved this morning, and we did a bunch of stuff, and then we kind of took a break, came back, and we're here, and we're shooting, and it's
like 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah, something like that. And so we've been moving all day, but we wanted to bring you this episode because we know it's a couple of weeks late. We are going to, this is where you will get mad at us, we are going to go back to our original every other week schedule. Quality over quantity, and because we're going to be putting some time back into some other shows, First Encounter, and then some other stuff about Geek Church, other good Geek Church news. I'm just going to wait to release it because right now we don't have like solid stuff. Mm-hmm. So we'll be starting up First Encounter again, and then we're also going to be we've talked about the possibility of splitting off with other Geek Church shows. Well, I'm just going to leave it at that, and we'll make announcements later. But speaking of announcements, I am going to say. We have a social network now. So if you know of anything about Ning or anything, like you can basically create your own social networks. There's a Star Wars space, and it's like this huge, massive Star Wars one. Well, we're creating one not just for Geek Church, but for the entire Encounter Digital. All the stuff we're doing. It has forums and blogs. You can create your own profiles. So essentially, what it looks like right now is it's very similar to the website we have now, EncounterDigital.tv. It's just a blogger, or a blog spot. I was going to say the same thing, but a blogger account page with all of our videos and stuff. It's very similar to that, except for we now have the user account stuff, which is cool because
you can log in, you can
create an account, you can have your own profile, your own pictures. We'll have we do. There's forums. We'll have integrated blog support stuff, all that. Is that your headlights or something? What is that? Oh, that's probably the porch.
Because of the corners right there. I think somebody turned around. Or
yeah. Anyways, so
someone's gonna come and kill us.
Yeah. Oh, but how to get to it? Okay, because I don't have a clean an easy link to get to it. So the easiest way to get to it is to go to encounterdigital.tv, or just however you normally go to the forum website, which our regular website, not forum. I don't know what I'm talking about. But if you watch this like on YouTube or Facebook or something, you'll need to go to the encounterdigital.tv. We'll put a link there until I can get where eventually I'm going to switch it over. So when you go to encounterdigital.tv, that will be our news site. Will be the network. But right now it's still the blog, and we'll put a link on there so you can hit it, and it'll just be up at the top. They'll say home, about us, and then it'll say social network or community. Yeah, we'll say community at the same time. And so you can go to it that way, and then we'll update you when we actually get it. Well, you'll just know because you'll go to encounterdigital.tv and it'll go straight to it. So, anyways, with that said, go there. So today, here's what we're doing today. Today's another one of those just fun, we're just messing around episodes. We'll see if any kind of spiritual topics get thrown in there. This is like the not Civil War, this is like the Secret War episode. So what we did is, I came across the list, which I actually need to start pulling up, of, it's Wizards, Wizard, the comic magazine, 10 most powerful superheroes.
Top 10 most powerful.
Top 10. And we just completely disagreed with it. So we started debating, and then we were like, let's just do our own. So similar...
Let's do it on camera.
Yeah, exactly. Let's make you guys listen to it. So this is one of the Geek Out sessions. So here we're going to be doing that. So here's the idea. The stipulation is, in terms of the fight, it's like as if, just like how in... I keep wanting to say Civil War. Secret War, they were all of a sudden just teleported there, and Spider-Man had to explain to them, and that based a lot of our picking, because I remember I specifically picked certain characters over characters because of... If them just being teleported, I didn't want the fight to try that.
I tried to find that episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which one? That's very random.
Where they do the same thing, teleport them, or X-Men Evolution. They do the same thing. They have the Magneto selecting the best mutants of them all, so they have to fight it out.
I never saw that.
No.
Well, so the whole idea of this is the characters basically are teleported, and they have to fight tournament style. Like if you watch any Japanese stuff, that's a very big thing.
Madness
the tournament style. And essentially the idea is that was not even words.
That was like 7 is.
That was But anyways, the whole idea of if you've ever watched Extreme or Deadliest Warrior, it's kind of like that, except for we're just making stuff up because we don't actually have the software and we don't actually have people come in and do all that. But it's almost as if we could do a Deadliest Warrior, or these characters could be teleported into a tournament ring and fight it out to the death, or some of these characters can't die, so the near death or whatever. Until the judges say the one wins, basically.
Yeah, until there's only one left.
So this is no scenario stuff, so you will not find Batman on either one of our lists. Not because we don't think he's awesome. Look, he's got, and I don't, I have Dragon Ball Z on, but and we even wear it at the same time. We like Batman so much, we face the ridicule, we both wear the same thing.
And what's weird is when one of us is wearing it but the other isn't, people are like, why are you wearing the other guy's sweater?
No, they say, why are you wearing Jared's sweater? They never said, why are you wearing Jeff's sweater?
Oh.
No.
I don't know.
I told you, it didn't matter that you was first, I was going to win because I'm the youth master and you're the intern. Yeah. And so it was going to be perceived that way. I told you.
True.
So you technically win, but I win by popular vote. So I can feel electoral vote. No, wait, that was retarded. I said that wrong. Anyways, here we go. So the whole idea is, I don't even know what I was saying, we're going to get started. Oh, but the one thing I do want to say, this is not
there's no preparation involved.
There's little preparation. There's been discussions in between sandwich making at Tri-Tip and while moving.
No, I mean for the characters. There's no preparation. That's why Batman's
I see
because he can't rig this scenario for him to win.
I know Batman always beats Superman, but there's no because he had kryptonite, whatever. And I know some people can argue that he carries kryptonite, but it doesn't matter.
Not
He's
enough that
killed
you
by
can
everyone
take
else
down
on the
Superman
list.
impromptu, really.
Yeah, and so this is like spur of the moment. They've got about 90 seconds to figure out what's going on. Why the referee explains the rules, and then they have to fight. The bell rings, they have to fight, kind of thing. Batman wouldn't stand a chance. He's one of our favorite characters. He's my wife's favorite character in terms of superheroes.
He just
can't stand up. He's not one of the most powerful. He's one of the best, but this isn't best. And he's one of the coolest.
It's all.
But this is
about
power.
muscle, basically.
Yeah, this is
Muscle
about
and
fighting
power.
ability, not like value in terms of a team or anything else like that. Batman would be like one or two, or like in the top 3 of any of those lists. This is sheer fighting ability. So we're gonna get started now. The other disclaimer thing I want to say is. This is not like we've spent tons and tons of time researching this. This is basically like
we saw them.
We've been talking about it.
We started like debating it, and
then we kind of each made our own top 10 list. So we reserve the right to have made a dumb choice and change our mind. So here's what I did.
Yeah, I already have marks all over mine.
Yeah, mine's marked up. I literally just I wrote down like 16 characters, left the list at my old house. He was on his way over, and I had a really quick write up another top 10. So this is like. Not like college term paper level research. This is like thrown together. So what we're going to do is we're going to each say our top 10. Like we'll go back and forth like 10, 10, 9, 9. Because I think it's more suspenseful. That's how we did.
We're not going to do the other ones first?
What other ones?
The ones we disagreed with.
Oh yeah, we are. That'll be in a second. We'll first say the list that we disagreed with. There'll be a little bit of spiritual stuff in there. So that's where it came in. Because we're going to talk about some biblical stuff, and then it's going to jump over to our stuff. So it's going to be kind of like a two-parter in terms of theme. But with our list, I don't want like people thinking like we came up with like we forgot a really obvious person or we had a crappy person.
If we did, post.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our repeats out because we're going to have repeats. We'll put together a list of like 15 or whatever, basically all of our characters, minus the repeats.
That way we can write them so we're not like, oh wait, we already.
Yeah, well, I have my pad with my characters, and you have yours, and we can share the pen, even though I haven't sticking in my toe. So, or maybe I'll do the writing. I just showered. Okay.
Clean the toilet at the youth.
That's why I got my beanie on, because you saw my afro.
He has a lion mane.
Yeah, that pretty much. Yeah, it was pretty impressive. I almost just wore it for the episode. But anyways, okay. We gotta get going because this is a long episode.
From the Thundercats.
Yeah, actually I did. Just not as homosexual. He was cool, but he was a little on the feminine side. All of them were.
Anyways, yeah, superheroes.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, and then what we'll do is we'll post ours because we have 20 altogether, but minus the repeats. We'll post it in a forum thread. You guys can add characters or say why you think characters, or even the order. And then once from your guys' feedback, and once we actually put more thought into it and debate it for many, many weeks, or however long, maybe not many, we'll put together like our official Geek Church top 10 list. This is like our spur of the moment
more
list.
Slots just in case.
Yeah, it's like our top 10. There's like 26.
Like maybe like a top 20 or something.
No, I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. But we only have I don't know. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a quick break. Just gonna cut here. I'm gonna take a quick break to reset the camera for time wise, and then also I gotta pull up that list. I forgot to do it ahead of time, so we'll be back in a second. You may not have even seen that.